say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Utah State's offense will get the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pocket breaking down. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Jacobs. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking for a man, it's Barnes. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Back to pass on second down. Makes a connection. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Craver. He's loose. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Now from inside the red zone. The quick out. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Barnes. On target to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
He's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Got a man. It's Craver. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
It's complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Reed. Buying some time. Rolling right and going deep. He got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Great job by the back on the option.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And with that stop, we are headed for the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Sterling. That ought to be enough for a Utah State first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. They get to him as he throws.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really...
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attacked the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Fires left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Trying play action. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Using his legs, it's Moss. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggies.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in the defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Aggies will hustle to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Wilson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Back to throw, it's Reed. A shot toward the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from him, and the ball is loose on the return. Grabbed by the kicking team. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Handoff to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Texas A&M going quickly. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. That pass is incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, better look out. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Working that left side now. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. From the gun, the ground game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Makes it past the marker. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Jacobs. Turning it on! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Makes the grab on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. gives it on the option. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. What a complete and dominant performance from this defense. I'm sure Von Miller's watching proudly.
Yeah, and Myles Garrett. I mean, just the names that A&M has had on that defense, and it's usually consistent year after year, finding a bunch of guys that are big and strong up front, linebackers that can tackle. They know how to recruit defense at A&M.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Davis. It's a seam wide open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Utah State will snap it in the red zone.
Here we go.
Tight end now in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Defense in press coverage. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll try the run. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Rides to back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the pressure. Gets away from one. Sails one into the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. Wide open spaces. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man.
All that speculation all week, and now we know.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
He'll bring it out. It's Kramer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Barnes. Got the back over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee. And
he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He leaves it with his back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know.